appreciate it tonight. The key thing I want to
Speak
say,
louder so that
the key thing I want to say tonight is that I observed a particular thing that because before we were told to, even by the time the film was on, by the time we said we should start writing and removing, my heart was already empty. It was like a load of weight was removed off. I now deeply understand better what Jesus Christ said, come. He said, bring all your burden. He said, bring it. He said, I will just take my own yoke. I understand what it was. I remember when I came to Christ and said, before getting married, all these days, you have this freedom of you alone with God and this and each time coming, the higher you go, more promotion, more children coming, a lot of things kept on coming on. And the more the technologies come up, the more things you want to learn, the more you... So a lot of things just kept on building up like that around the life without noticing it. So I just want to thank God for that. I just felt it was total emptiness. And I give more...
Freedom, liberation. Right. Someone was raising their hands.
Yeah. Pastor, first of all, my phone is for time. It won't go on. But I really thank God for this session. I was trying to look for the greatest problem, but I really thought I dealt with many of them, but one clearly came out. Because I can sacrifice everything, even my life, but God knew that particular one, and that is pride and egotism. Especially in the sense that God knows it is very hard for me to lose my reputation. I know it in me. And God told me, deal with it that very time. If I make a mistake, it's very hard for me to face it, or even publicly. And I thought it was very small, but it has really been pumping on me. So God told me, deal with it now. And like the story which I was telling, yes, it is true, but God told me there's a detail which is not correct. And if you don't correct it now, you will have to individually, I don't know, mail each one, also, because you did it publicly. So those are the details God deals with me. So it was mainly about God speaking to me about that. I prayed about it for a spiritual father when I was around 21, 22. But from then on, God didn't really say anything. I prayed about it and that's it. So the results just come. It's not like He spoke to me. So God told me, don't tell them that I spoke to you. I did not. But that is just a small detail. Then concerning Miles Monroe, it's more like I more or less like, I don't know how to put the word, I just say that he laid the foundations. He said, no, that is really wrong. Because God deals with me in details. I don't know. I got to understand that why He wants me to understand details is definitely because I'm an architect and he has an architects really have to be detailed. So he said, that is wrong. How do you say Miles Monroe just laid the foundations? He actually helped me in campus a lot. I understood very many things. And he helped me understand the kingdom deeply and deeply. And I said it, he helped me understand vision. I knew my vision, I think by 23, 20, 25 there, I really understood many things. So God told me, really highlight those details. And I really thank God that I've released that today.
That's very good.
The time you mentioned that everybody in your family know that any one of you can die, I was very shocked. Because the most important thing in my life is my family. And I was so shocked the way you just mentioned it as if it's just that easy to just let your family go and leave them there. Now it got to a point that I have to write, because I didn't know that we have to cross them. And we have to make covenant. So the first thing I wrote was my family. And I don't hold things too much, so I find it very easy to cancel every other things. But when it get to them, it was very hard for me. It was very hard because it's a covenant. And I was just imagining it in my head. In case anything happens, will I be able to bear it? Will I really be able to let go of them? You know, but I have to cancel. You know, it was very difficult. And thank God for the grace that God has given to be able to let go, because when you mentioned something when it was really hard for me in my heart, I was struggling with it, you said that you did not come with anything. And you will not have to go with anything. So it gave me a really bit of peace because I know that it might really happen. And when it happens, it happens.
They can hear you there.
You told us we show as an example of how to make a covenant with God. We're supposed to make a covenant with God. You said you show us how to. You give us an example.
I can't remember the instance. And I always remember everything. Remind me, make efforts to remind me.
When we were before you talked about the vision,
Yeah.
you said you're going to make a covenant with God. We're going to write.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
That's what you already did. You already did it.
I thought you were going to give us a form.
No. That's what.
I was reminded of my dream where you said to me you have to let something go if you want to gain something.
Oh, that is good. That is correct. It's good that you remember.
It came to pass tonight.
Well, the question is, did any one of you feel that between you and God, you are starting again? You are starting your work, that this is real. That's something that's changing your life right now. In your work with God. That's what I wanted to know. Anybody?
In my case, very similar to my sister. My family is very important. And when the time came to cross out their names, I had to go before God and say, God, you know, this is not just my career, my business. I can cross those very quickly. And I have an agreement with him. He told me he would help me, and I did it.
My encounter was, the scripture says that if you deny me, you know, I would deny you before my Father. And you know, and my wife has been telling me I'm a self-centered person, and I, you know, thought she was just joking and, you know, just wanna, you know, pet at me or something, you know, but I crossed myself out first. I crossed myself out first and died. And I wanna, you know, I wanna see the last, and I really believe that there was a change, you know, a pride and self. I mean, I really.
Brokenness.
I am in shock because as far as I'm concerned, I felt I've sold that out to really the most important things that matters for me. I didn't have issue with my family, I didn't have issue with my children. But in the last maybe 1 or 2 years, I've been praying for the fullness of the Holy Spirit, so that in my life, the works of God could be demonstrated in a tangible way, almost like Jesus did. And that's what I gave up initially. And that was the most important thing for me. So that will give up on that was shocking to me, because that's what my life was for. And so basically today, it's like, even if I didn't have to receive anything, just him, you know, even my life was to be insignificant, I couldn't care, just him. So that was shocking to me, that I would give up being filled by the Holy Spirit and the demonstration of the power of God.
Very good. Thank you. Okay.
Pastor, I think, and one thing also you teach us is how to come before God, how to really be broken before Him, and not be fake and phony. You know, really come, you know, before the Lord and really come and deal you know, deal with, you know, what's going on, feelings and pride and all this, you know, to really come before the Lord and not, you know, be faking and, you know, faking and shaking around with, you know, with our commitment, with our life. Because it's gonna be a checks and balance now. You know, as we leave, there's gonna be a checks and balance because we have so much to much is given. You know, much is gonna be required of each one of us when we leave here, when we leave this place and we go back to our homes. There's gonna be a accountability on us.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing that happened here, for us to be able to come before God in truth and in genuineness before God, and just have an encounter with the Creator. You know, the problem with us is that most of the time we never really have the time to deal with it, to really look into the inner secrets of our lives. We never really have time to stop to deal with issues. And these questions that you are going to answer today, they will help you to look into your eyes in the mirror. It's just like a mirror into your life. Because life activities and vanity, they just push us up and down all the time. We don't really have time to examine ourselves with these questions. But these questions will help us to resolve that. Okay, I think we should stop on that, right? Yeah, please.
Please don't forget to send us your shocks and decisions 15 minutes from now. And if you don't have computer, just come to our team members to dictate, okay?